that could only mean...
So the weather system is finally out, an update that was first hinted back on November 21st, 2022, about a little over a year ago or so. The article was vague on what this mysterious update was going to be. It wasn't until much later, after the release of the Powder Plus Falls on August 23rd, 2023, we are told that a weather system will be implemented into the sequel. A system that was meant to be in the first game, but scrapped for unknown reasons. Luckily, now it's making a return with a major rework. And oh boy, is it a rework! Adding a new interactive experience where not only will the player have to traverse different weather patterns, but also locate the elusive tangled and dervish slimes. After spending several hours interacting with this new update system, I think I am ready to share my thoughts whether or not the new update was worth the wait. I think it's a fun add-on to the game. The update introduces 8 different weather patterns that can be encountered randomly in the overworld. Sometimes the patterns can happen multiple times at once. The player may see the weather forecast by opening their map. Sometimes a color arrow will pop on the screen next to the weather icon, informing the player of the severity of the climate. One moment you chilling with your bunny bros in rainbow fields, while in the meantime, solar strands it be raining slimes. In the original concept for the first game, we only had rain as the main weather pattern that would impact the world. The rain would of course damage tar, but also refill ponds. Back in those days, you had to refill the ponds yourself.
Good times, good times.
Now in the sequel, they definitely fleshed out the weather system by not only introducing the different forms of weather patterns, but how it impacts the world. Like how thunderstrikes will stun slimes, or how slimes will get soaked. It's a very small detail if you look closely. And my personal favorite, it's slime fall. No, I kid you not. One of the weather patterns is called Slime Falls, and it's exactly how it sounds. It's the silliest but most fitting thing in the world of Slime Rancher. They definitely took the idea from Terraria, Rainy Times of Meatballs, Discord, and combined them together to turn into a slurry of chaos. So you must be wondering about the tangled and dervish slimes. What was it like encountering them in the wild for the first time since the first game? Well, sorry to disappoint, but I have not gotten them yet. Loyal, you spent hours playing the game. I did. Not sure it's bad luck or the game hates me. I have not encountered either one. At one point there was a pollen weather outbreak, but that did not last. Watch, after uploading this video, these slimes will begin to appear. Good news though, I found my first Yoki slime.
Well, he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him.
Now, some people may like this new way of finding both slimes, relying on pure luck in hopes of finding either slime instead of obtaining them in a specific area. If you think about it, this would make sense why these particular slimes are now, well, nomads. The glass desert is not really a place full of life, so Tangled will travel around, spreading their pollen juices everywhere to rejuvenate the planet. Their fish are free-spirited creatures that go whenever the wind takes them. Sure, it sucks when having to constantly go back and forth to your home, resetting the weather in hopes of getting the weather pattern you need. It's frustrating, but lore-wise, it makes sense. So let's get into the negatives. There's nothing really to complain about. More than anything, just some ideas that would improve the system a little bit. For the Thunderstrike, for example, I would increase the damage taken by lightning in order to be more cautious. The amount of damage you take from lightning is practically nothing. This is a natural electrical charge that can easily kill you, if unfortunate enough to be under its range. I have more fear from a rock slime than what Zeus has up there. But let's say if you manage to survive the Thunderstrike, my idea would be you are temporarily supercharged to where any slimes in your area will get shocked from the player's touch. Also, if there's a gadget that is charging, like the hydro shower for example, if you're still charged, you can easily activate it. The downside to being sapped is that your fat pack will be unusable for a short period of time due to its battery overheating. I don't know, just a fun idea that sounds interesting. I think some hail would be a nice weather pattern to include other than snow. I could go on, but you guys get the point. I've even encountered some crashes in this latest update. Now my PC is over 5 years old, so it could be outdated parts that needs to be replaced. But previously I have not encountered so many crashes and issues until this latest update. It's probably my end or just the game. Now comparing the first game to the sequel, it's like comparing bananas and oranges. It's very obvious they will have different flavors. It just amazes me how far the studio has come. The original weather system was a simple raining effect that would fill your ponds. Now the sequel, there's much more thought being placed. They could have just added a green screen filter and call it a night, but no, they included extra weather phenomenons to enhance the gaming experience. Was it worth the wait though? Yes and no. The reason why I'm not giving a clear answer is because of several reasons. It's a really cool system to bring back and showcase how far the studio has improved. The new soundtrack has a nice rhythm, especially in the more severe weather moments. Even the landscape changes with the weather. The vegetation will blow against the wind. The river of water will drop into different areas, the environment during pouring rain. It's very soothing. I even like the new rework of the Slimepedia. However, compared to the previous major update, Song the Saver, many fans, including myself, were expecting more. I think that's the problem. Many players are ignorant of how game development works, including myself. For all we know, this weather system is probably the most difficult game mode to be implemented. Plus, all the new Largo models, behaviors, animation, and new slimes to include, we just don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It's the reason that I'm not going to blame Mononoke Park too much for the long waits. I'm just grateful we got 2 updates from this year alone. And honestly, the update feels like an add-on than a big update. I was hoping they would include the new gadget rework, but we have to wait until early next year. Again, I'm not disappointed or ungrateful with the update. I want to make that clear. I was expecting more like the Song of the Saber. Overall, I think the Come Rain or Slime update is a really nice inclusion to the game. It makes the world more lively and exciting to explore. Even though I was not able to locate either of the Dervish and Tangled, it is a nice change of pace of how to locate them. The update does have its problems like crashing at black screens. That could be my end though. The idea of weather patterns needs to be fleshed out a bit more. Despite its flaws, I think it is a good blueprint on what's to come. That makes me more excited on what new ideas Mononoke Park will bring now we know that they're willing to bring old ideas back. Maybe bring back the meteor slime? Only time will tell. What do you rangers think of the update? Do you agree or disagree with my points? Which weather pattern is your favorite? Let me know down below. Like always, stay wiggly.